Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And welcome. Well, I'm going to ask everyone to have a seat. Please have a seat. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. And welcome. I want to thank everyone for visiting and coming today. Thank you and welcome to our Men's Achievement Program Kickoff. Before we get started, we're going to have our president of the college welcome you to our Men's Achievement Program. We're going to have some words from Dr. Damaris first.
Thank you all for coming. So this is Male Achievement Program. Male Achievement Program is for anybody who wants to support men. So women can support men. I got 2 sons. Love my boys. I'm boy mom, and so we've got sisters in here. We've got women who care about men, and so this is about supporting men. And I think you're here today. It's really great that you're here to learn more about this program. You have some wonderful mentors here, and I just want to say thank you. I really don't have anything else other than that, so thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maris. And we also have Dr. Stephens, VP Instruction.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad to see you and to get to meet some of you a little bit. I don't often get to meet such a big group of students at one time, so this is a real treat for me. So I'll echo what Dr. Damaris said and then add that I really hope that you will take advantage of this program because mentoring is important. Mentoring is really important while you're in school, but then you're going to find as you finish school and you go on and you start your careers and you get your jobs that mentoring is going to matter a lot in that realm as well. So learning to find mentors, learning how to work with a mentor, learning how to listen to mentors and ask really good questions is going to be a great experience for you. And you have a wealth of experience and knowledge in the gentlemen that are here today. They are here for you, and they are here so that you can have the support that you need and the support that you want while you're here at Vance-Granville, and then sometimes even beyond, because I know a lot of times our students will stay in touch with our faculty and staff, which is wonderful, and we hope that you will do that as well. So my advice to you is take advantage of this program. They are here for you, and we all want you to be successful at Vance-Granville, whatever that means to you. So welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Stephens, Dr. Maris. My name is Jason Snelling. I'm the coordinator of academic success and children's services. You may have seen my email from time to time. That's me. I'm real. Some students didn't realize I was a real person that email you about children's services. But we want to add additional engagement in student services through Men's Achievement Program, also known as MAP, call it MAP. Like a map, a real map that guides you from one place to your destination. We're excited to provide mentoring and guidance to you, our students. All students are welcome to be a part of our program. And again, it's made up of men, but all students can join. All students, faculty, and staff can be a part of Men's Achievement Program. And our goal is to engage you, to enrich your student experience. So MAP is all about you, our students, our learners. We want to engage and enrich your experience here while you're a Vance-Granville student and beyond. So here's our mission statement. Our goal is to utilize an intentional support system to help you, our students, to reach their academic, personal, and professional goals through coaching, through training, through connecting you to our resources, and to help you successfully navigate the college experience and beyond. Some of the services that we want to introduce you to and support services that we're going to include is academic coaching, mentoring, career readiness workshops, personal development seminars, peer networking, community building, resource navigation, because we understand what it means to be a student, and it can be challenging. And I know you have a great, many people have an excellent support system, especially early college students. You're absolutely welcome. You have an excellent support system, and we want to add to that support system. Other benefits of being a part of Men's Achievement: we want to build confidence, we want to build leadership skills, we want to connect you with mentors like we have here, and we act as role models. We're going to give you access to exclusive events and opportunities, and make sure you maximize your experience here at Vance-Granville. We're going to give you personalized guidance, personalized support while you're a student here, and you can be part of a brotherhood of driven, goal-oriented students. And you ask yourself, who can join? And again, we said it, all students can join. Now, me personally, I have benefited from mentoring and coaching throughout my life, especially as a student. I can still remember the advisors that gave me valuable information that helped me get to reach my goals. I've received academic, personal, and career advice from advisors and professors throughout my college career, and it helped me stay focused. I was able to reach my goals. It helped me understand, where to go and what to do. And one of my most encouraging advisors was at a 2-year school like Vance-Granville Community College. So we want you to take advantage of it. So I look forward to mentoring and coaching you all and helping you connect you with a mentor and a coach if you want to be a part of it. And some of the things I look forward to is building good character, helping you build personal strength, and having a growth mindset and helping you understand how to set goals and reach them. So look forward to it. I'm gonna turn it over to our next coach, Mr. Russell Boyd.
Hey everybody, my name is Russ Boyd. I am an academic advisor stationed here on the main campus. I'm very happy to be a part of MAP. Really looking forward to hopefully getting to know a lot of you on a deeper level. Just briefly, mentorship has impacted me at several different areas of my life, and as we get to know each other better when we have some more time, I'd be happy to go into detail about some of the mentors that I've had. And just a brief word about mentorship. A mentor can often come from unexpected places in your life at unexpected times. But we're here whenever you need somebody, and it's not just from an academic standpoint, it's not just from your future or your current professional endeavors. We're here. You need mentors for your personal life and just anything, any guidance that you need. We're hoping to be a voice that can give you some direction, that can listen to you when you need an ear. And we're happy to get this going, and I really hope that you guys will be able to just come talk to us, come get started, see if it's something that you'll enjoy, that'll give you value. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over to Mr. Leslie Hurt. Thank you guys.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm Leslie Hurt, instructor of sociology. I see several people out here that I've already had. I know I've had several of you all. So I want to start off, who all really knows what they want to do once they leave Vance-Granville? Who really knows exactly what you want to do? Not many. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I came down here to Vance-Granville from West Virginia. I didn't even have a job. I needed a job. So I saw this school, Vance-Granville Community College. I came here with no plan, and I met somebody that was a mentor to me, right? A lot of you all have in sociology. When I came here, I didn't even know what sociology was. I had no clue what it was, right? I had a teacher of mine, his name was Aaron Randall, and he was a sociologist, right? He told me his story. I followed him. I didn't know what to do, what to expect. I didn't know anything, all right? But I got in his class. I told you I just needed a job. I needed associates in arts. They told me I had to take sociology. I took his class. He told me, this is something interesting. This is something that could actually change your life. I didn't really listen to him. I thought maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he tells this to everybody. So I took another sociology class. The more I got to know him, the more I wanted to do what he wanted to do. The more I got to know him, the more I wanted to do, and he could tell me and explain things. He told me, maybe you need to go a little bit further. Maybe you need to go get a bachelor's degree. I said, no, I don't need to do that. I need to get a job. How can I get a job? He said, if you get this bachelor's degree, you may be able to do this. At the time, I didn't know any male teachers. I didn't know any African American male teachers at all. But when I met him and I saw the things he did, that made me want to go a little bit further. So my thing is, personal relationships matter. I know you all have things online, you have your cell phone, you have social media, but personal relationships really matter. So get to know some of these guys, get to know some of these ladies here. Have a mentor, have somebody that can help you get on the right path, help you accomplish your life goals. To me, that literally changed my life. I came here, I had no idea what I wanted to do, but this school and the people at this school helped me to push my life and push my goals and get a little bit further. So look into mentorship, look at these guys, and they can actually help you get to where you need to be. We'll learn you, you get to know us, it'll be a mutual relationship, and hopefully you'll be able to go a little bit further. Gotta go a little bit further now because my class starts in about 15 minutes. All right, so you all have a good one. I'm gonna turn it up to the next guy. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Thomas Grissom. I'm the Associate Director of Financial Aid here at Vance-Granville. And before I started in financial aid, I was actually a student at Vance-Granville. So I remember going to the student lounge back in 2014 to 2016. Some things have changed at Vance-Granville, like we got some new signage, so that was good. But in terms of like mentorship, what I think of the benefit of mentorship is there's a lot of, people have a lot of talents, they have a lot of abilities, but a lot of times you really can't reach your potential because you don't know, or you don't have someone pushing you, or you don't have a resource where you can ask for help and get guidance on things. So the advantage of having a mentor is that's someone that you can check in with, and someone that's gonna, follow up with you and not just, wait for, you to talk to them all the time. So when I was in school at Vance-Granville, and then I went to UNC Chapel Hill, I had a few instructors. I tried to talk to all my instructors and build a relationship with them, but I had a few that I would just sometimes just go in their office if they weren't busy and just kind of talk about brainstorm about my career and what I wanted to do in college. And that's the type of thing where we're not, I'm the financial aid associate director, so I do a lot of that stuff, but in this role, I'm kind of branching out from the specific job requirements. So we're not doing this in kind of a transactional way when we're mentoring you. We are trying to help, support you. And whatever, we're not telling you what to do either, so you come to us and we talk about it. We just kind of brainstorm things, and we try to, tell you about what we've been through that could potentially help you as you're looking to take, as you're going through life. So, so I think, this is a great program. I participated in this program a couple years ago as a mentor. So, we'd be happy to have you. Just reach out to us, and, if you want to join the program, and have a good day.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you all to our MAP meeting. My name is Randall Thornton. I'm an academic advisor, and I am usually stationed at our South Campus in the Creedmoor-Butner area. So my story is a little different as far as I grew up in a single-parent household, and was born in Florida. My mother ended up leaving my father because of some issues that were going on, and we relocated right across the border to Clarksville, Virginia. Many of you probably know that's a Lake Country area, and I grew up there. Went to elementary school, middle school, high school, and never really had a mentor to kind of point me in the right direction. I was was told to go to college, get a 4-year degree. I did. Never really had any guidance, never really had anybody to, kind of help me on my path. And I did graduate. In 4.5 years, I earned a bachelor's degree in art that I never used. Ended up working in financial aid for probably about 18 years in higher education. And I was working with a young lady at Lewisburg College, and she said, you know what, if you ever get burned out from financial aid, maybe you should look at being an advisor at a college. And I'd never really thought about it. So we had several job openings here at Vance-Granville. I was working in the financial aid office with Mr. Grissom, and he decided to run me out of the office because he did not enjoy working with me anymore, and that's not true, by the way. But so I applied for the advisor position. I never could really build any sort of relationships in the financial aid office because some of you may or may not know about financial aid. It's about money, it's about your parents' incomes. Can't really get to know students in that manner. So I remember after I was moved forward in my application process, Dr. Jordan and Ms. Cecilia Wheeler in my last final interview before I was offered the job. I really kind of broke down because what I wanted to do in the advisor position is not just help students complete their degree program, but I also wanted to give something back in terms of just being able to listen to students regardless of who you are, where you are in your life. Sometimes you all will just need to speak to somebody. Sometimes you may have some more serious issues going on. And essentially what we're here for is if you need an ear, that's what we're here for. And we're sort of spread out all over. I'm not sure if there's any students here from South Campus, but if any of you all take classes at our South Campus location, that's where my office is. If you just need to come by and talk, or if you need some guidance, I would be more than happy to sit down with you all and listen. And if need be, we can go the next step in case there's some other issues going on. But I welcome you all today. I thank you all for coming out. And I'm going to pass it over to who's next? Okay.
So my name is Spence Bailey. I teach IT, program head for IT. Also, I see several faces that have been in my class. A little bit about me: I was a student here at Vance-Granville. I was that typical student, didn't know what they wanted to do, so I did college transfer. And as far as mentorship, neither one of my parents really, they hadn't gone to college. My dad was going to Vance-Granville at the same time I was coming to Vance-Granville. I was doing associate arts. He was doing electronics engineering. So it was a new experience for both of us. And so when I transferred to East Carolina, it was even a bigger experience because none of my parents had been off to college. So things like FAFSA, because my dad, his company he worked for was paying for his tuition. So FAFSA was something nobody had ever done. First time I did FAFSA back then, you did it on pencil and paper, a pen and paper, mailed it off. If you made a mistake, they sent you a letter saying you did it wrong. My thing was I put on there, "Are you a graduate student?" I said yes, because in my mind, hey, I graduated high school, I'm a graduate, right? So I had to, so it's things like that I had to depend on mentors for because I didn't have anybody in my family that had that experience. The other thing that I did, once I got to ECU, large environment, I had an instructor or a professor that kind of took me under the wing and kind of got me acclimated to the larger environment because going from small Vance-Granville to East Carolina was a little bit of an adjustment. And then when I graduated from college, even looking for a job, so none of my parents, so both all the men in my family, my grandfather, my dad, they were blue-collar workers. So nobody in my life put on a suit and tie to go to work. So knowing how to tie a tie. No one had ever taught me how to tie a tie or how to pick out the right kind of suit for a job interview. So I had mentors that helped me do that. And even to this day, I have my ties. Once I get it right, I slide it, put it on the hanger, and it stays tied. And because that's still today a challenge for me. So that's where mentors have helped me. I've been a mentor here at Vance-Granville. I've been at Vance-Granville for a while now. I've done several jobs. So I've been in admissions, anything admissions, I'm pretty familiar with that. I've done mentoring, I've done everything from helping students with their homework. I have students some of my students in IT, I have a student that graduated in May. He just called me last week asking for my advice. An online student, only met him in person. Only time I've ever met him in person has been at graduation. So we talk on the phone. He calls me like at least every other week asking for advice. So I'm still mentoring him after he's left here. So it's rewarding. Once again, I'm that guy that if you looked at my grades at Vance-Granville when I was a student, I would have never guessed I would be a teacher at Vance-Granville. So I've kind of made that transition and in a place where I never thought I would be, and I'd be glad to share my experiences, my knowledge, and transfer my knowledge to help others get to where they need to be.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Marquis Debnam. I'm a program head for paralegal technology or legal studies. I'm based at Franklin campus, so I'm here very, very rarely. That means I teach the law classes for Vance-Granville. If I can do anything for anybody, please reach out to me. You get my contact information today, or find me on the website. You look for paralegal or Marquis Debnam, and you'll find me there. So we're talking about mentorship. Of course, it's an MAP program. But the importance of mentorship is making the connections. So let me ask you all a question first. You're in college now. It's very important in college, as you always hear, to make sure you're around the right people. All right? How many of your professors or instructors know your name? All right? So let me encourage you. Let this be the last day that they do not know your name. Okay? That's very, very important. You never know what you may need. You never know what, even though y'all are still, I know most of you are early college, but you never know what job opportunities are waiting on you right now, what scholarship opportunities. It's very important to make those connections, okay? I can attest from my own personal experience, being connected with making sure that my professors knew my name. It led to jobs, money. I had a trip to South Africa for a week and didn't pay a dime for it. So those connections are very, very important. Make sure you make those connections, not only with your friends, your peer group, but with some other folks who you may not connect with. So I encourage you, let this be the last day that your instructors or professors do not know your name. Okay? Some care more than others. They'll try to learn all the students' names, but a lot of times that's impossible. But you can make sure they know your name. And it's very important. You never know what you may need. You may need a point at the end of the semester. All right? I'm being completely honest. You never know. So make the connections. Have you all heard the phrase, it's not what you know, but who you know? That's very true. All right? So a lot of times in life, a lot of doors that may open from you come from the connections that you have. And treat people the right way, because you never know. So I encourage you to connect with your instructors, professors, all of us here, and just people in general. Make the right connections. You never know. It may lead to mentorship, may not, but making the right connections makes a big difference. So I'm not sure we're going to have questions and answers, or we're going to let them.
So I want to tell you a quick story before I tell you who I am. And this is a story that my colleagues don't even know. When I was probably close to your age, I was about 16, 17 years old. I was a hellion, right? So we moved to North Carolina. I have a twin brother, 8 minutes older than I am, and an older sister, 2 years older than I am. We moved to North Carolina And it was a hard adjustment, right? My parents got separated, and it was really difficult to sort of, find your bearings and, sort of know who you are. And my brother and I were, and when I say hellion, I mean, we were bad. I mean, we were stealing. I got suspended from school fighting. I know my colleagues are like, what? Yeah, it was a tough sort of readjusting, getting, acclimated to, who I was and what I wanted to be, how I wanted to be, who I was connected to. All of those things were really important, but I didn't know it. All I wanted to do is, sort of enjoy life, right, and do stuff that was important. And those things really weren't important. It was only until I met my, I think my middle school counselor, Miss Schaefer. And you never know who's going to be that person that will connect with you or sort of be that mentor that will support you and change your life around. And she looked at me and she said, Antonio, what are you doing? I mean, she knew that I had pretty good scores. She said, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you throwing your life away? You could be so much more. You could connect. You could be, a leader. You could, do so much better than what you're doing. And that resonated for me. I don't know why it resonated, but it really resonated for me. And I remember going to her and meeting with her on a consistent basis and her helping me change my life around. Now, my brother kept doing what he was doing and he kept getting suspended, but I actually changed my life around. And I remember thinking, gosh, am I going to go to college? Anybody, you thought about that before you went to school, right? Am I going to school, right? Is this what I want to do? And I didn't want to go to school. It wasn't anything. I wanted to, do something different. I wanted to make some money quick and not really, worry about going to school, for however many years you wind up going to school, And it was only until that I met with this counselor, Ms. Schaefer, and she really reshaped everything that I was thinking about. She helped me reimagine, different things in my life, how I did things. I still got suspended one last time for fighting in the hallway. I'll never forget that. And my mom, I remember when I got home, and I was trying to do better, and she said, I'm not even going to punish you this time because I can see something different in you. I can see that you're trying and you want to be something different. And so for me, that was something else. There was this flame, and they kept igniting it. Kept helping me see something different about myself that I never saw in myself. And so I went on. I remember the night before I took the SAT, I went to the fair and stayed out all night. I think it was like we came home, and the fair is about 10:30, 11. And we came home like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got up the next morning to go take the SAT, which is so important, right? That's what you need to get into college. I made a 640 on the SAT. What school's gonna take you with a 640 on the SAT? And I remember thinking, you're really messing up, right? You're not doing what you want to do to shape your life in a different way. And I remember studying and doing the pre-test, and they had a lot of stuff. And this was back in the day when the SAT wasn't on a computer. You had to sit down, I don't know if these guys even know, you had to sit down for hours and write out the SAT for a couple of hours, and you had the general and the specific part. So I was in there for like 6 or 7 hours doing the SAT. And I finally got a score that was acceptable to get into, a university or a college that I wanted to get into. It wasn't the one I wanted, because I had to, to change the GPA and get that GPA up to where it needed to be, but it took me a while. But it was about, the point I'm telling you is about mentorship, right? You never know who's looking at you, who's watching you. I remember going, being in church, and one of the church ladies came up to me and said, my son watches everything we do. And I didn't know that. My brother and I, we were doing some bad things. But to have someone that was younger, he was only about 6 or 7 years younger, but watching me and watching everything that I did and thought it was cool or he wanted to do those things, that was, again, something else that reshaped me and helped me rethink about how I wanted to live my life and what I wanted to do, how I wanted to move forward. So these things, I'm saying, these ideas that somebody is watching you, even when you don't think that you're being a mentor, somebody is watching you, somebody is looking at you, and you're shaping someone's life by how you treat someone, what you say to someone, what you do to someone. They will remember that. And even if you don't know it, you have to be careful about it, of how you present yourself to other folks, because someone, regardless of who you think you are, ain't nobody watching you, right? Someone is watching you. Someone is taking their lead on how you're presenting yourself. And then your connection. Your connection, who are you connecting with? Who is your support system when you're down, when you have some issues? Who do you talk to? Who do you go to? Who's gonna be there to support you? When you're making F's in classes, when you're having some issues at work, when you're having issues with your family, who do you go to? Whoever that person is that you consider your support system, those are the connections that are meaningful for you, and that you need to really nurture and really have those people to support you to reaching those goals that you want to do in life. You know, I am the Dean of Students here at Vance-Granville Community College, and I've had quite a bit of experience in terms of education and different opportunities to work at different community colleges, and even some work at the system office. But when I came to Vance-Granville, it felt more like a family. You know, it felt like I was connected. You know, I got to meet these guys and work with these guys in very different capacities. And so it brought it home for me. And I've been here now 5 years, and I don't think I want to go anywhere else. Now, y'all come back in a year or two, where's Dr. Jordan? And he's gone. You know, it's just because, you know, you probably made a different connection. But the point I'm making is, it's about connecting. It's about building relationships. It's about mentorship and being a mentor and a mentee. So again, you may be a mentor to someone and not even know it. So be kind, be a professional, be appropriate in your language and your behaviors, because you're putting out there, somebody is watching you. I guarantee it, somebody is watching your behavior and who you connect with. Again, knowing who your support system is, right? So those people that are meaningful to you, that can change and reshape how you do things. It's important that you really connect with them, and they're gonna change in your life, right? The ones that you have in your freshman year, sophomore year, when you graduate, and even into your professional life. Those things will change, but it's important that those connections are authentic and are meaningful. So continue to grow. We remember our faces. You don't even have to remember our names, but if you see us on campus, just speak. You can come, any of us will have open doors. Any of us will have open doors. Walk into those offices and say, hey, can I talk to you for a moment? You know, all of us, that's the point of what we're doing, is that we want to build this connection with each and every one of you. We want you to see the strength that you have in yourselves, that you can build connections with other people and be a mentor, because we know that it was important for us when we were growing up that we had mentors, and even today, I have a mentor today, even today. So just be kind, be appropriate, be professional, because again, never know who's watching you, and definitely stay connected with your mentors. And as you move in different phases of life, those mentors are going to be even more important, and they're going to change and shift. But we are excited again. Remember our faces. Look around. All of these folks. When you see us on campus, and we're on all different campuses, when you see us, just wave at us, say hi. We won't remember your names, but you'll remember this event. You'll remember how we treated you, and you're going to remember the pizza and the food. And if you have any questions, concerns, when we start calling you and emailing you, don't act like you don't know who we are. You know, because we're really going to be checking in on you. We don't want nothing from you. We just want to make sure you're successful. You know, if there's something we can do to support you while your journey here at VGCC, and then hopefully those connections will move forward. And then you pass it on to someone else and become a mentor to someone else. So we are very thankful for you being here today. And if you have, again, when you see us on campus, speak to us, come and talk to us. My door is always open. I'm right here in Building 8, but I'm all of the campuses, different times of the month. So whenever you see me, just come and talk to me. Holler at me anytime. All right. So it's a pleasure meeting all of you. All right. Thank you.
Wow, what a story. Y'all heard some excellent stories. Give our coaches another round of applause. We absolutely saved the best for last. Thank you again, Dean Jordan. That's very heartfelt. Well, this is not the end of our program. At this time, we want to hear back from you all. First, I want to ask a question. How many in here, you're the first person to go to college? Because if you're Vance-Granville, you're a college student. Who are, if you don't mind, I know you may not want to raise your hand, just by show of hands. You're the first one, we call it first generation college students. You're the first one in your family to attend a college. Raise your hand if you don't mind. First one. Excellent, okay. We find that to be very important to you as well. We want to recognize all of our students who are going to college. If you're a family member, first time in your family going to college. And it's even more important because it was an expectation for myself, because I wasn't the first one going to a college. It was an expectation. So for you all, if you're not the first person in your family to go to college, it's probably an expectation. And we all know college is not easy. It's not. And as many of you are early college students, it can be difficult. It's supposed to be difficult. So again, we reiterate, we want to reemphasize, it's good to have mentors, coaches, counselors, support system in place. So we're going to continue to engage. At this point, I just want to hear from you all. What do you expect? What are you looking for? What questions do you have about Men's Achievement Program? If you have any question, I'm going to give you the mic, and you can ask, and I'll try to answer to the best of our ability. Does anyone in here have any questions about Men's Achievement Program, or if you have any additional comments? Anyone? Got one?
Will there be any additional meetings such as this in the future?
Additional meetings, yes. This is our official kickoff. So we may not have another kickoff per se, similar to this, but we will have additional meetings, additional sessions and seminars. We want to try to plan one on study skills, how to prepare for exams, for example. We may do a welcome back event in the spring, but I encourage you to continue to check your emails because we want to engage you. We want to do more sessions like this and engage you. But be on the lookout. We will have meetings, so please be checking your email. So to answer your question, is a kind of yes. I want to say yes, not exactly. But we look to have additional meetings. Now, we do have the women's program called VIEW, Vance-Granville Initiative to Support Women. We're going to team up with them as well. So we're going to have events so that we can support all of our students from all campuses. All right. Anyone else have any questions? No other questions? Any comments? All right. Y'all, hey, was it good? Was the kickoff good? Yes. I'm very appreciative of you all showing up and took time out to join us today. At this point, we're going to have some refreshments. If y'all give us just a moment, we're going to get things set up and we'll enjoy some refreshments. Thanks.